everyone, it's me Lisa and I'm coming at you with another video. We are ready to get started with a wonderful video because hello, it's autumn and I have so many crochet patterns to suggest to you that I cannot wait. As always, as a little side note, you will find every single pattern I am mentioning in the blog post that I will have linked down this video, so you can go check out all of the patterns and get them directly from there. I've checked every link and they all work. Only thing I will say is that I did this video last year as well and I was quite happy with all there was, and if you want to check it out, I will link this video to it as well. So let's get started. Amigurumi, which is always the cutest category, and the first one I want to mention is the pumpkin kitty. I love this pattern because it just looks simple but adorable, and I think you can make it out as a decoration but also as a little keychain, and it can be super cute. Then we have the Halloween cat, which is a more naturalish version of the pumpkin cat that you saw before. I think it looks very realistic. It's different. It's not to be made with the velvet yarn, so it's nicer in a way that you can make it look more realistic, similar to your own cat or similar to a witch's cat, which is very nice. So I think that that is a really cute addition to your Amigurumi collection. The Halloween puppy, I've seen several versions of it, but I wanted to mention this one specifically, but there are so many and so cute. I think that you can make it in so many different ways, but it really recalls the ghosty thing. But if you have a dog especially and want to dress the dog up for Halloween, I think this is so cute. Very simple but very cute idea. The Boo Bear, which is another variation of the Halloween puppy, and I think it serves a really cutesy purpose. You can make the Boo Bear as well for keychains, decorations. It can fit in with the autumn aesthetic so much. I have a simpler one that is not Halloween themed. It's Toby the red panda. I think that red pandas have the classic autumnal colors. They're really beautiful, so I think that this one could be a really cute one to show you a different vibe over for autumnal season. The plush beer mug, and I think that is different but equally cute, because if you are into autumn, I think that autumn also calls to me Oktoberfest, beer drinking, and so the beer icon could be super cute to make, especially for someone that really enjoys beer, enjoys drinking. You can make this one for them or for yourself, of course, if you love that. A super simple witch's hat, which is just adorable. It looks smaller compared to other hats, so it's not a wearable piece, but it's just a cute piece that you can use around the house, and I think it's just so damn cute. Kabocha, which is a mixture between a little creature and a mushroom. Mushrooms are just synonym with autumn and fall and all of those cozy vibes, so just putting a mushroom in there is just so on point. Another no-sew mushroom pattern, that this one is more on a realistic on the realistic side, because it just looks like a pumpkin and you can make it without a face, or you can add the face and make it look cute but still very realistic. It looks like a forest mushroom, something that you could find in nature, which is very cute. I have also added Toby the turkey leg because for some, autumn also looks into Thanksgiving, and I know that turkey is a symbol of Thanksgiving. It gets served, and so I think that the turkey leg could really be a cute addition, especially if you want to decorate a table. You can put a crochet turkey leg in the center to just make it a little more fun and a little different. We have Boo Pocket Hug. They are little ghosties that literally look like marshmallows, and I adore them. I think that you can make a little family, something to play with. I think these could even double as like chess pieces or pieces for a board game. You can make them crochet and use them. It could be so adorable. I think that is an incredible idea. Little crochet ghost, And this one is just very ghost shaped. It doesn't have an animal underneath, it's just a ghost, and it has a little pumpkin to make it that tad bit cuter, and it's still velvet yarn, so that one could be super cute to hold as a de-stressor and a really nice decoration, even for the office, this one, because I feel that that could look very cute next to a laptop or next to something linked to your office decor. Then we have the pumpkin pie, which would it be fall without a pumpkin pie? I really don't think so. Pumpkin pies are synonym with fall. This is just a slice, a very cute slice, but I think that it really captures the coziness of the season, which is what we are going for with all of these patterns. So 100% I would recommend making this one because it just looks so cute and squishy, and especially if you have a child, they could play with it and it could be so adorable. We are getting to the end of this long Amigurumi list, but we have Brucey the fairy bear. This one to me was super cute because a bear, once again, is a full of related animal, and a fairy bear is just a different way to go about portraying this classic animal. It makes it look very cute, and it just adds this tad bit more of character to our classic animals. I put down a very classic acorn. I remember that in last year's fall patterns, I put down an acorn that was a little bigger and that had legs, but this one is a really classic acorn that you can make, and that could be a really nice decoration piece, or if you're into photography, it could be a really nice piece to add to your photography here and there. I think it could be a really nice fall addition to your decor. And then I have put down the sunbag charm because even though we're getting into autumn, I don't want to forget the sun. I think that, at least for me, I want to still be able to enjoy the weather. I'm not ready for the cold yet, so I really want to think about that sun peeking through the clouds and warming you up enough so you don't have to cover up as much. So that in the sunbag charm, I think is perfectly encapsulated and it looks so damn cute. And last but not least, my absolute favorite is the no sew bat crochet pattern. This one is adorable. It is not free, so many in this list are free, but this one is not. But OMG, it looks so damn cute. I couldn't resist, I had to get it because it's just such a great fall pattern. And plus, little story time, we had it out in a group for a lottery draw, and in that session we saw a real bat floating around over the crowd, so that was so fun, and I thought that is the sign that I really want to make a bat, even though no, they are not great in real life, but the bat plushie is just adorable, and that one is my favorite of the category. And with this favorite segue, I think it's really nice to head into wearables. So for this one, I don't really have many patterns per se, but I also have inspiration and ideas, which is something that I want to add because I also this fall, if I can, would like to be able to make my own sweater. It would be a design challenge, very not something I've done before, but something that I really want to challenge myself with, and therefore I wanted to give myself some inspiration for that sweater. I first have two granny square. One is the sun granny square crochet pattern, and this one is so cute because it really looks like the Rapunzel sun logo, if you know what I mean, the one that she sees and then she realizes that she's a princess thanks to that logo. So I think that that can be really fun to implement in your own patterns. It's just beautiful. And another one is the sunflower granny square. Once again, sunflower, a very cool design that really reminds me of fall, and therefore I wanted to add this one because it's simple enough, but I think it would look super duper cute. Some tapestry models that I have pinned and that I will link you over to my Pinterest where they are so you can use them because they are already squared. And I have the cat, I have mushrooms, I have pumpkins, I have many different ones of the sort. I will show you some over here, but the idea with those ones is to make your own tapestry sweater or tapestry crochet. So for example, this one is a cat that I really like for pot holders. I think that that one on pot holders could look so amazingly cute. And I have, fun fact, made two pot holders that I have shown in last year's full patterns, and OMG, I am so proud of myself that I made those two pot holders, and that will be my own pot holder fun. But I think that once I'm done with all of the other projects, I'll head into these ideas of pot holders because they're just too cute. Then I have some tutorials that I found, and the majority of them have the written pattern, but I found them as tutorials on YouTube. So many of these are by I write the name of everyone that made these ones just because I'm just so bad at spelling them out. So you'll see them as they come through and they will be spelled in the blog post. But this one is the Spiderweb backless sweater. This is screaming Halloween, and I think it's so fashionable, and I really want to challenge myself to make it because I know that people complain a lot about black yarn, and I want to see if I have the guts to actually go through with a pattern with that one. Then we have the beginner friendly shrug bolero, and fun fact as well, I have just made a beginner friendly shrug slash bolero inspired by a pattern that I will link down below as well, and that one was so damn cute. It took me a while, but it was so damn cute. But this one is not as breezy and as breathable as the other one, and it looks, I think, amazing. We have an off-the-shoulder sweater that I think is just very, very classy, very beautiful, and I am very inspired by that. So I think I will end up making that one if I have the time, which I probably won't, but you never know. I have the bow off-shoulder sweater as well, and they are all by the same creator, and that one is so adorable as well because they have this massive bow in the front that creates the off-shoulder sweater look, and I just think it's so classy. It looks amazing, so I'm so on for it. Then we have the Crochet Old Money cardigan. That one has been in my to-do list for so long because it just looks classy, and I think that piece could elevate any outfit that you have in your wardrobe. It would just make you look more refined, prettier. It's just very, very on point, so that I highly recommend. And the balloon sleeve sweater is very, very nice because that one is the inspiration for what I want to make tapestry wise. I will describe that process in another video, but I think that that balloon sweater just is so damn cute, and TCD DIY makes very, very good tutorials. She has so many that choosing only one was honestly a struggle. And then I have the last two. One is the Solstice jumper and dress, and this one is very cute. It's a very cute shirt that you can also make into a dress. Personally, I like the shirt better, but I think it has very full, nice colors that you could really enjoy wearing. And the other ones are the Fantasy Crochet models. It's a 3-in-1 because I didn't want to exclude anything, but they have a very poetic and very whimsical way of being. They are all very draped, very flowy, and they really do remind me of fairy tales. And so I think that if that is your style, you won't miss with this one. I think it's just so damn cute. Last but not least, decor, because we cannot leave without mentioning any decor. So this time I wanted to show to you something different because I honestly thought it was 100% fake when I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? It's impossible that people make those things out of crochet, but it's actually real because I checked. And they are the house next to a tree, which is literally a little mini model of a house next to a tree, and you make the house the tree. They're like little amigurumi that are into a decor piece with like the grass, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And the other one is the Hobbit house. The Hobbit house is another level. I know it's only for a fandom, specific fandom, but it's just so cute. And it's beautiful because it's so realistic. You see the doorknob, you see the whole grass outside. It's just so beautiful. And I've seen people remake it, so I know it's real. And I think that if you like to have a bit of a more complicated decor piece this time, that could be very amazing for you to make, because honestly, can you go wrong with a piece that is literally a little model of something? I don't think you can, and I think they are so incredible. So overall, these are my suggestions for the fall season. I can't wait to get into making everything, showing all the process with you, and just try to engage as much as possible with you in the following season, because I just can't stop crocheting. It has become my full life world personality. So let's get crocheting.